Returning now to Israel's change of government, and Benjamin Netanyahu is tonight being remembered as a transformative leader. To his supporters, he was Mr. Security and won new international respect for his country. According to his critics, he leaves a nation that's more divided and largely indifferent to peace with the Palestinians.
From the moment he stormed onto Israel's political scene in the 1990s, Benjamin Netanyahu stood out. Brilliant, charismatic, pithily putting Israeli interests as he saw them to the world. Like this on arch-foe Iran's nuclear capacity.
Where should a red line be drawn? A red line should be drawn right here.
In 1996, the 46-year-old US-educated Netanyahu became Israel's youngest ever prime minister, rising by rallying Israelis against the 3-year-old Oslo Accords with the Palestinians. Once in power, he was pressed by Washington to sign further deals at the cost of his first right-wing government. Then, on return in 2009, voicing qualified support for a two-state solution. After that, however, the Jewish presence grew in the West Bank. Peace talks stalled, and for the man dubbed Mr. Security, Palestinians grew to be seen largely as threats to be contained.
He has created a one-state reality, an entrenched occupation that has left any future government of Israel with a conundrum that's going to be very difficult to solve.
Instead, overturning decades of assumptions, he made once hostile neighbours bypass the Palestinian issue, making peace with 4 Arab states united in fear of Iran, as he found strong common ground with the Trump administration.
The perception in Israel is that he's given it security. He has convinced the Americans under Trump to move the embassy into a united Jerusalem. He has stood up to Iran and challenged the new Prime Minister Bennett to do the same.
Mr. Netanyahu is credited with leaving behind a booming Israeli economy, more free market with a strong tech industry and global trade relationships almost unthinkable a decade ago. But a series of inconclusive elections amid ongoing corruption charges are seen by many too as paralysing the country and as evidence of a combative, divisive style that's left the nation increasingly polarised. Rena Sarampayat, SBS World News.